Yes, sir. What's going on, people? Welcome back to Illegal Opinions Podcast, episode 144, the last place for real talk. Listen with an open mind to leave mad. The choice is yours. I'm your comedian and host, Sam Ridley, here with J Spade 24. Y'all know him as Marcus Palmer.
Yep.
What's going on, man? Thank y'all so much for coming back with us week to week. I know we missed last week. We'll get to that. But y'all have been showing up and showing out for your boy in LA at every show that I have out at the Chateau and other ones. Continue to support, and I got free tickets for y'all as I am opening for Kim Whitley next Friday. And as soon as I got a link, y'all stay tuned on my page. The promo code's more than likely just going to be SAM, S-A-M, all caps, for the Comedy Chateau, or stay on their website. Look for the tickets. Y'all will see when it's time to go. You know what I'm saying?
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. As you heard, and as always, thank you guys for listening. We both have had a lot of life shit happening. I don't want to call it turbulence, but it's just people moving around and well, your shit's different, but
my shit was definitely turbulence.
Definitely turbulence. But yeah, we've kind of just been just in transition, really, and hopefully next week when everything is settled, we will be back to our regularly scheduled podcast weekly, every Sunday coming out with y'all for y'all. And yeah, thanks for hopefully, I mean, I'm not gonna say thanks for understanding because I know y'all niggas don't understand. That's fine. I know y'all be mad. I know y'all be mad. I saw
some posts. Some
Some
nigga was like, both of my favorite podcasts didn't record this week. I'm like, nigga, they had shit going on too. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
It's
yeah, man.
It's cool though. It's cool though. No, thank you. Illegal Opinions Podcast, we on, and it's back to business. Hopefully as usual. So.
And before we move from it too, I'm gonna say like me and Marcus had a mini conversation about this, but being in the public spotlight, people demand a certain amount of transparency from you that we kind of try not to subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, nah, this is my life. Like, here to show, you know what I'm saying? Stay out my shit. But being a celebrity-ish, you kind of understand that to an extent. I went back and forth with whether or not I was going to talk about what happened on the pod for family reasons.
Right.
And me and Marcus talked about it. To sum it up, I'll just say I was in LA doing some stuff and we got assaulted. Me and my homegirl, we got assaulted. And in my head, I kept categorizing it as a hit and run for a while. Until I really started to think about it. And I was like, nah, that's simple and plain what happened. And the reason I wasn't going to talk about it up here is my son listens to the show, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want him to be more afraid of the world than, he already is at his age with the way COVID and all that shit happened. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what, man, I don't pull no punches with my kids. Like, I never have. I'm 41. That's the first time that shit's ever happened to me. So, like, all I can let them know is shit happens and make sure you're prepared. Like, you just got to be able to defend yourself or know what to do. But don't be scared of the world because shit's gonna happen. Like, I can't defend them from everything. So I just went ahead and told them,
Yeah, and that's real. And we had we tell you guys this, and I know you might not believe us, but me and Sam, we are good friends. But we also don't talk on the phone very often. A lot of that is just because we're busy, or it's because, like, for the sake of the show, like, we can't get on here and then relive a conversation and make it feel as authentic as it was when we had it initially.
Exactly.
So when he called me, I think it was the day that we were going to record, and he told me what happened. We had a long talk about it, and it's something that I hadn't thought about because, I mean, it's not a secret. Like, and this is not me, boasting, but I'm a throw your hands type of nigga. I'm aggressive in that manner. Not anymore, but as I grew up, that's kind of what the space I grew up in, that you kind of had to do that. But I've been jumped before by some niggas, probably a couple times. I've been punched in my face at the basketball court before. when those things happen, you always, it's kind of like one of those things that when you talking, like when you going back and forth and you jonesing or you snapping or you janking or whatever you want to call it with your friends, or when you freestyling even with your friends, when you leave, you always like, damn, I should have fucking said this.
Right.
Or I should have done that or whatever.
The post singer.
Exactly.
Would have been a good singer.
It's the same thing when somebody does something to you when you've been assaulted. Like, you know, you think about afterwards, you think about what you could have done, what you should have done, how it could have been better off, at least in your mind anyway, at least for your ego, if you would have done something differently or been more prepared. And that person or those people, they take something from you.
They do.
Every time you go back through that spot, that space, that school, that class, that gym, that whatever, that store, whatever, you're always going to remember what somebody took from you in that moment. And I think we all have been through that. Hopefully, if you've been outside at all, and if you've lived on the edge at least a little bit, or even if you came in contact with somebody living on the edge, you've had something taken from you. Mm-hmm. And it sucks, especially as a man, right? Because we're, you know, all this fucking masculinity and all this fucking strength you're supposed to have and all this, you know, fearlessness, and somebody takes something from you, it stings more. Because you think about, well, who else could have been with me in that situation? Could it have been my kids? It could have been my girl. Could it have been? So it's tough, man. We talked about it for a while, and I don't want to go too far into it because I think we're gonna end up fucking talking about it. And I don't want to do that. But yeah, man, like it's all. And that is the part about getting older that sucks. One of the parts about getting older that sucks.
What's that?
Because now you got shit to lose. So that young part of your mind is like, man, I should go back and I should go just ride. I should go just spin that block every day.
Right.
And see if I run into this motherfucker.
Yeah, and that part is in there.
He owed me something. You took something from me, now you owe me something. But when you get older, you like, I got shit to do. Like I got a family, I got a job, I got a responsibility to my community, or whatever that is. I can't be out here doing that. I got shit to lose because, you know, revenge is kind of like in football. In football, or even in basketball or in most sports, it's never the person that threw the punch first that gets the flag. It's when you retaliate, you get penalized for what they did before. And it's kind of like you can't go back and do that. Like you've been spinning this block for the last 2 weeks looking for this dude. You find him, you find her, you find them, you do something to them, and they like, yo, like you can't do that. Like that was, why didn't you report the assault then? You can't just come back and do something now, nigga.
Right.
Like,
and yeah, we don't have to have a conversation of all the details that I gave Marcus, but like I did want to say this to especially our male listeners. Sometimes strength looks a lot different than you think it does.
Yeah, for sure.
And I say that as like when I had this conversation with Marcus, like I wanted him to know, like I'm telling you these things like that I was thinking at the time that I'm not going to say here. There is a case pending. And so there's some things I'm not going to say right now, but, there's the ego part leaves when you're in that situation and it just turns into you're a man trying to defend yourself.
Yeah.
You know? And, I had several things at my disposal I could have done in that moment. The choice I made was to get the female I was with, LC, my manager, out of there. And that night we was back home with our families. Exactly. That's what strength looked like in that moment. Yeah, could I have done a different thing? Absolutely. There's a little minimal damage to my car. At the end of the day, it's gonna pop out with like a suction cup thing, and it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like Marcus said, as a man, a piece of you is still at the event. A piece of you's always there. Like, yo, when I saw that dude, and I know dudes listening immediately go to a place where some dude wronged them or it didn't go the way they wanted it to, and they remember.
Yeah.
I immediately called my therapist. She was like, you need about 72 hours to do absolutely nothing. And I was like, nah, I got shit to do. Like Marcus said just now. And she was like, you're going to have like an adrenaline dopamine response thing that's happening. And I'm not quoting her. I might be using even the wrong terms. But she was like, you're going to feel out of it for a bit. And I was like, no, I'm chilling at home. I'm good. But you know what? I was still constantly like scanning in my head.
Yeah.
Spinning the block just up here, dog.
Yeah.
Just up here. And there's something in that for a man, and it's mostly ego. But at the end of the day, everybody got home safe. That dude, that crazy dude is out in LA somewhere. He going to end up going to jail a different way.
Sure.
And I already know they're not going to catch him. Like, this type of shit happen in LA all the time, and they don't ever catch people that do wild shit at stoplights for some reason. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But what I do know is I can talk to y'all today and not tell y'all, oh, we ain't got no show because Sam on parole, or, you know, he fighting this other thing, and they would be looking at this to see if he said something about it, because I made the decision to just keep everybody safe and not be the ego, oh, I'm a fuck this dude up. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I could have done. But it could have went the other way too. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, man. I mean, that's a part of getting old, and that's part of getting older, and also that you get to get older. You know, a lot of people that act irrationally in those situations, they end up not being around this bitch anymore. Either it's in jail, or it's, oh, that's that dude I saw that did X, Y, and Z to me 6 months ago. Oh, that's him. And they ride on him. You get rode on, you get shot the fuck up or whatever, and that's it for you. So the fact that you did the right thing, in my opinion, that is what strength looks like. Strength, a lot of times strength is walking away. A lot of times strength is, I could take your life right now if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. And you don't even know I could do that. Like, I'm you know, I'm not gonna say too much about it, but you know,
I know
goodness,
you know, yeah,
thank goodness, you know, that happened, and you know, you could buff that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
literally, you can buff that shit out, like simple as that. And y'all, that's why there was no pod last week. I needed a minute. As simple as that. That life shit happened. So, but I owed y'all at least that. You know what I'm saying? But we back to business, man. And like, as me and Marcus's dust settles, like, y'all already see the show is on y'all's TVs. You can see it. You see my face.
Yeah.
So, and Marcus don't look like he's squatting behind him no more. So, you know what I'm saying?
This still ain't my house, but it's cool.
But it don't look like it, though.
Yeah, right. This is like somebody set this shit up. There's a cutting board in the back there. You know.
Oh, you fancy now? You fancy?
Niggas be doing dishes. I didn't do them dishes.
That's when you know you made it, nigga. But no, yeah, let's see.
The nigga who house this is did the dishes. I'm just, nigga, I sleep on the floor in the office.
Oh shit.
What you want to start with?
Well, everybody and their mama, we always leave on an interesting week for some reason. This Tennessee police officer, this young lady slept with what, 5 of her coworkers, and I think it was 5. And the news, I don't know why the news story, this happens in every work center ever. We'll get to the logistics, but anyway, This happens everywhere, but for whatever reason, the news kind of picked up on this shit, and then the internet found it, and the internet interneted.
It was odd. It was odd.
Yeah, the interneted a great deal, and there's so many memes about this girl. They calling her fucking Morty, you know, they say she look like...
That's rude. Let's
I know, and I don't want to do that. I don't even think she's a real ugly girl. I really don't. I don't think she's ugly at all. And she's got her hair back. All of us look kind of odd in our military shit. You know what I'm saying?
She does have a 5 head. Like, I ain't gonna front. Her forehead is crazy.
Yes, but we've talked about this. The big forehead chicks be having the good.
Okay. The good head or what?
No, just the pussy be. That's a reservoir for pussy juice. I really believe that every big forehead chick that I ever like, yo, I know that shit good, and it was just wet for no reason. I think it just slowly deplete like a fucking
like a camel's back,
right?
Yeah, or camel's hump. The pussy hump.
Okay. And she'd be like, "It feels dry, that bitch spit." Then, like, you know, but no.
Just spit on the dick.
Spit on him. Patoon. So, yeah, she slept with the 4 gentlemen below. Right. And the husband is the one in the picture with her who has vowed in the news articles I said to stand by his woman through this.
He's a cuck.
He didn't categorize it that way.
Just to give you guys the picture that we're looking at, it's a white woman and her white husband, and the gentleman below look to be 2 Hispanic men and 2 black men. Mm-hmm. Now,
black to raw.
Yes. So if you've fuck that, I've watched enough porn to know what exactly
what
was happening in that crib. And that's her husband either watching or allowing her to fuck some brown and black dicks because that's what Cindy likes, and I want Cindy to be happy.
And I can't do it. You know, mine's pink.
Yeah, this dude he probably got, I don't know, low T or some shit, whatever the fuck. And so he's like, I can't fuck you the way you like, so go get the dick you like. She says, I like brown and black dicks.
And guess what?
Now, she don't want to be with the brown and black men because, she's a cop.
In Tennessee.
In Tennessee, that shit not going to look good. But I'll get a white man with good credit. Gonna make sure I'm safe. Right. Make sure we have what we got, what we need. We won't get, booed and hissed at in public. But I'm gonna fuck these other minorities just so I can get my shit off.
I'm getting my shit off.
He's either watching her do this shit and cleaning up after her, or he knows she's fucking these dudes. And look. You can't be fucking 4 different motherfuckers and then have the strength to come home to fuck me.
And if she does,
you gonna know, because that pussy is no longer curving with your dick.
Well, I think you underestimate.
Her pussy is curving with several dicks.
It is, but like if it's just some
spaghetti highway.
If it's some work, like, hey, let's all go over here and get a nut real quick and everybody getting one, I can see her going home and giving it to her husband still.
Nigga, maybe.
And it's fucked up, don't get me wrong. Now, as far as the appearance thing, I said that's what the internet was saying. I don't think she's that bad looking. I really don't. I think she's cute.
No, she's fine.
And especially for like she's not like a model, but like a chick that you met at work, you'd be like, man, she cool as fuck. You ever had one of them? They so cool, I'm gonna give them some dick. But
I wouldn't fuck this girl if it was but I don't know, man. Like, especially if let's see, let's give these people some names. Especially if like Jose and Jerome, to be super ethnically specific, so you know what I'm talking about.
Nigga, I named the bald black dude Jerome too.
If Jose and Jerome, and they both start with J's, so y'all don't get mad. All right. So if Jose and Jerome come to me and be like, yo, Cindy give like some motherfucking super duper top. She topped both of us off in the car.
Right.
To me, I'd be like, that sounds great, but now I don't want to be a part of the crew of Cindy's dick squad. Like, I don't want to be in there now because you fucking everybody.
But see, the problem is it was real good, and when nobody bit, Jerome went and told David with the hat on, and David wasn't supposed to say shit.
Yeah,
but then they had a mixer, and fucking Daryl came over there.
They had a dixer, nigga.
Yeah, he came over there and he was like, "Dog, I gotta tell you some shit I heard about old girl." Now everybody knows, and it's like, look, dog, if you don't come over there with us, then I'm gonna assume you gonna snitch.
So you gotta come get your dick sucked too, nigga.
You gotta come through too, nigga. Like it just.
Oh man, you forcing me to get my dick sucked, dog?
Oh no!
Because I don't like if she suck your dick and then just come right to my dick. Now your dick is on my dick. I don't want to be a part of that party.
No, that's gonna be a problem. Like, and some dudes is into that, dog. But yes, I had the same cuckold conversation with somebody, and they were like, "No, but the way the story broke, he had no idea, so it can't be one of those." I was like, "No. When the story breaks is when people found out the shit that you're doing that's not in mainstream culture." Because this is like, just when they showed the pictures of the men, my first thought was he can't provide any of that.
What do you mean?
It's the same. He a white dude. He can't provide Daryl or Derek dick. He can't do that.
I don't know. Well, he can't provide the tinted dick. But
he can't give tinted dick at all. He can give pink. Yeah, he can get pink lemonade all day.
Yes, he can get pink. Yes, pink penis. Fine, but yes, there's no tint in his dick.
Right. So she got to get it from somewhere. This is a fetish box check. Period, and he knows about it. I feel like he has to know about it. Why else would he? Or the only other logical reason is her shit that good, and he was just like, "Well, you did it. You ain't doing it no more. All right, I'm here."
Do you think she should have been fired?
No, I don't. I think she should have been promoted.
What, desk sergeant, nigga? Like what?
Head dick. You're a detective now. You a dick now. You're a private dick.
What was that in Living Color shit? The head detective.
Oh shit! And fucking Damon, I forgot about this.
a head and shoes and
some shoes. Look, no, she shouldn't have been fired. No,
she. I don't know. I think she has to be.
Oh,
and I feel the same way like about the teacher that's on OnlyFans popping that pussy for a real nigga.
That she has to be fired.
Yeah.
If she has to be fired, so do they.
I said that.
Okay.
Now people don't agree with me, and that's cool. Everybody got their own moral compass.
Why don't people think the dude should be fired?
I think 2 of them did get fired, and then 2 got suspended. I'm not sure. Maybe they just got some head, or maybe they just.
I guess it depends on what they was doing and shit. But
maybe they just fingered her or watched her play with herself. I don't know the specifics, but 2 of them got suspended, 2 got fired. The husband's staying because he's staying because he was watching her, get that black raw, right? He is definitely in that West Coast Productions holding some lights or some shit, watching her get that thing beat in.
Let's say for conversation's sake, he wasn't in the cuckold situation, and this was all new information to him. In your mind, logically, besides you a fucking simp, why is he staying? Why do you stay if that's you? What do you tell yourself? Stay at home dad?
I don't know what the fuck.
For the kids?
I don't know. Like
your mom out here getting filled up like a goddamn Krispy Kreme donut, and I'm here for the kids. Get the.
I don't know, man. Like he looks like a dude that might be the first girl that he ever felt loved him. He doesn't look like he looks like. What's that? Danigan, Jeff Danigan, the comedian. Jeff
Dunham?
Yeah,
Jeff Dunham?
Clean guy.
Oh yeah, I see. It's the hair. The hair gives him the Jeff Dunham thing. The hair flip
and the hair and the cheeks. So maybe he's just hey, like whatever. Maybe he's a marriage is forever guy. You know,
maybe.
What I mean?
Yeah. Some people believe regardless how I get treated, I'm here because I told God I'd be here, and this bitch is came in by half the division, but I'm here.
She getting piped down by everybody in the transfer portal, and and fuck it, like they're just temporary. I'm here forever. Like I just I don't know. They just here for a scholarship. I'm gonna be by your side.
That shit's fucking
the day we die.
Yeah, and like for real, y'all. Like leave her alone. Like I did see it. The memes were just funny. But I will say the only problem I had with people with the, oh man, y'all need to shame the dudes too, is the comedians that were saying that shit. If it's fucking comedy, like it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody getting online about that shit. Well, everybody's saying it's a double standard of them being like, yo, she the one that got piped down by 5 dudes, but they all cheated on their spouses too.
Sure. But there.
So where are the memes of the men is what women are saying.
Where are the memes of the men
that also cheated on their spouses for her?
I mean, were the men fucking 4 different women that they worked with?
No, just her.
That's the difference. When you're fucking 4 different men, you're married. Wait, you're white and you're married to a white person. And you're fucking 4 different men that aren't white.
And you taking all of that dick back home to him.
That's the comedy. To me,
that's where the comedy's at.
That's the funny shit. The fact that her husband is white and everybody that she's fucking is colored.
Yes. And then that he's like lily white. Like she ain't got like one of them like, you know,
he's
right.
He's white. He's
like green,
white. like Hawkaloogie white. You get it.
You're on thin ice, but like he don't even talk. He banter with motherfuckers. Like he's that white.
Look how white is. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with being white. So for all of
nothing at all.
Okay.
But she clearly went off script here for a purpose. And that's the funny part. There's no humor in the other part.
No, there's no humor in the 4 tinted guys.
People, y'all forgot how girls. Y'all just forgot how fucking comedy worked. That's what happened. Like this is fucking funny. Like this is funny.
It's like a black woman being married to a black man, and she cheats on her husband with 4 dudes that she works with, and none of them are black. They're fucking Asian and white dudes.
And this too, like everybody talking about, y'all got to stop slut shaming this girl. Stop. She's a girl and she did some adult things and all of that shit, right?
Yes, she did.
Because they act like you're right. They act like, you know, when men are, y'all are doing that chauvinist, whatever you want to call it thing. Every one of these Real Housewives shows got your Safaris and Joe Buddens and shit that I hear women talking about. That nigga ain't shit. He got all these baby. Y'all talk about men the same way when they go out here and fuck all these women. How many Nick Cannon memes we got?
Word. I want to know, like how many. This is just a question that neither one of us can answer. So, ladies, answer it for yourselves. How many men do you think that Bachelorette bitch fucks on that show? 10? And I think I'm shooting low. Because
I think you're shooting real low because they shooting inside.
Because there's like 40 motherfuckers on that show that you got to choose from.
And by the end of the show, they crying over these dudes. They fucked.
They fucked a lot. A lot, too. All that liquor in that house.
And everybody is like attractive and she like going on solo dates with her. Like, that was like when Flavor Flav was out.
Yo. Oh, that was disgusting.
And we all watched it.
Well, no, we and every time I watched it, I was like, ew, like, bitch, you kissed that nigga? Like, I thought you was cute. Hoops. You kissed
in the mouth.
In the, oh my God. And you mad that you lost?
That bitch, you get to go home.
Yo, you get to not do this no more. And you mad?
You get to go brush your teeth.
You get to not kiss Flavor Flav. Like, yo, this nigga was just on the fucking addiction show in rehab.
And now you want to clock from this nigga. Like,
you want to cock from this nigga.
And you know he beaten if you won.
Oh my God.
You got to, yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I do hope that, like, I hope she gets out of this situation. This shit was fucking funny.
Shit's funny.
And y'all got to get over yourselves.
Sometimes bad things are funny. Like sometimes people die in weird ways. Like I'm still in awe of Jeremy Renner and this fucking snowplow accident. What the fuck was you doing, nigga? Did you think you was really Hawkeye in real life?
Wasn't he trying to save somebody?
He should have been trying to save himself.
Yeah, I mean, I heard. Yeah, he didn't say a little shit about they can just replace him and and all this type of shit. Like he's down, and I hope he get better. But I don't know what he was thinking because they say it ran him all the way over. But
Did he? What happened to the other person?
I don't know. I honestly, after I heard, all I look up is how he's doing. But I didn't read the story because I'm like, if you were able to fling the other person all the way out of the way, in my head is pieces missing, and I just haven't looked.
Yes. Who did you fling? And to me, it's like, okay, if he was saving it, here's why this shit's fucking. I know we talked about this 2 weeks ago, but
why does it matter who it was though?
Shut up. Look, because if it was look. No, seriously.
Okay, I'm listening.
If he was saving a child, we would know that by now. We would know Jeremy Renner went out of his way to save a child from getting ran over by a snowplow. We would know he'll be the hero of heroes. Oh, he's a real hero. We don't need Marvel. We have real heroes in real life. But they won't say what and why the fuck that should happen. They won't say it. You're not if he would have flung a child onto the grass or whatever, cool. Jeremy Renner is not flinging an adult anywhere. Can we agree on that at least? He ain't no big ass nigga.
I just did like a quick little, let me see if I type in who did Jeremy Renner save?
Okay.
And it doesn't pop up at the top. It doesn't. They talk about the snowplow accident. They talk about the fact that they might have to amputate his legs.
Both of them?
That's what the one of the articles says. And I'm not going to say where none of these articles is from. They ain't paying us. But yeah. So he's in a bad way. But it doesn't say what you just said. It doesn't say. You're right. It doesn't say who he saved at all in none of those articles.
If it was something honorable and admirable that he was doing, saving an old lady, saving his wife, saving somebody in his family, saving any fucking body, there would be something out right now that said Jeremy Renner saved his cousin's life by diving and pushing him out of the way of a snowplow.
That would have been the
That's
top.
why I think it's not bullshit, but he was fucking off doing some shit he shouldn't have been fucking doing. He got hit by some shit that it was maybe having too much fun, having some drinks with some friends. Oh, I could beat the snowplow in Reno, Nevada, which is still weird to me, but okay. Anyway, what's next, nigga? Nigga, this shit is weird. Like, nobody's saying anything. Nigga, Scarlett Johansson ain't said nothing about this shit. Nobody's fucking talking.
She like, this ain't like Budapest or nothing.
No, like nigga, this is not just like Budapest, nigga. I'm just curious, like, why nobody's talking about why this fucking nigga that's a superhero in these big ass movies got hit by a snowplow and nobody fucking knows why.
In Nevada.
In Nevada. In Nevada, dog. No, never mind. Cause I know I sound crazy. I'm sorry. What you want to talk about? You want to talk about Teen Mom still on TV? Like, what you want to talk? I got a whole list of shit we can talk about.
You pick. You pick, nigga. Go ahead.
Okay, nigga. I don't understand.
Oh, shit.
I don't understand. I don't.
That's great.
Wasn't I don't know what, like, we'll talk about maybe we don't know. Maybe we'll talk about the Tory and the horse thing, the Tory and the horse trial. But I don't know why I thought about this shit just driving home the other day. But I was like, what happened to Kim Kardashian becoming a lawyer?
Oh, damn. I ain't heard nothing else about that since she did Letterman.
She failed the test twice.
Oh, did she? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That bar exam ain't no bitch.
At least twice. I was just driving back to the house and I think I was listening to a podcast. They mentioned Kim Kardashian. And I was like, I thought she's supposed to be a lawyer by now. Because she was talking all that law shit. She met with Trump and trying to do X, Y, and Z. She was on Letterman talking about, You know, and here the thing about that part. The thing about that is like what people don't know, and these people, I won't say what they are. I won't say that they're, illiterate or slow or anything like that. But what people in that lane don't realize is, like being smart and doing work is hard.
Yeah.
And I think, like, for her, it's one of those things where she's been rich for so long, and her dad was a lawyer who was so smart, made it look so effortless, right? That she was like, oh, I'll follow in my dad's footsteps and I'll just be a lawyer because everything's been easy for me in my life. All I do is get paid to sell other people's shit. I don't have to create, it ain't Spanx, Skims, whatever the fuck they make. I don't have to make Skims. I just got to wear them. And they're going to pay me to wear them. I don't have to, buy this weave. They're going to pay me to wear and promote their weave and this dress and this drink or whatever the fuck. So I think she went to law school thinking like, oh, it's going to give me this shit because I'm Kim Kardashian.
And boredom. I think like at some point you just got so much money. You like, what the fuck else am I going to do? Like, let me just go be a lawyer too. Shit.
Let me just go be a lawyer. Let me show these motherfuckers I'm not dumb. And then all you did was show people, I'm not going to call her dumb, but well, me and you talked about it on this show. We talked about after we saw her up there, it was like, yo, that shit will make you see her in a different light. She's actually very intelligent. And I still stand by that. But being a lawyer's hard.
Being a lawyer's fucking hard. As simple as that. And I think when you got money like that, you feel like it's just going to buy you whatever it is you're trying to do. So,
yeah.
I bet that hurt. Like, imagine having $1 billion and it's like, yeah, but you still can't be that thing because you're not good enough.
We still won't let you. We won't even let you be She-Hulk and represent us, even though we really don't want you. And we only want you because you're, She-Hulk with 2 Ks.
Right. That's smarts. That's got to hurt. It's just got to.
Mm-hmm. I don't
know. Some of y'all know, like, we, game and whatnot. HBO dropped The Last of Us, finally. Mm-hmm. The series, Pedro Pascal is playing the main title character, Joel. I'm going to look the young lady's name up, too, that did a phenomenal job, but I just can't think of it right now. But I know she was in Game of Thrones. And people were going in on her about her appearance as Ellie at first, too. Where they were like, she don't look like her. And I'm like, yo, like, y'all tripping. That little girl is a firecracker on screen.
Yeah. She was the young queen on Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Very young.
Yeah. I'll see if I can look it up while you go.
Okay, yeah. And she's grown up, but if any of you that are listening played The Last of Us, I think the first game actually came out almost 10 years ago. Or a long time ago now, and there's 2 of them out. Then you've heard me talk about it as my favorite video game experience across PlayStation Network because at the end of both of them, I felt emotional about what I saw, the story. It was just that good, and well done. I was so scared when I found out this shit was getting picked up. Because when they first started shopping it around, Neil Druckmann is the producer. They was talking about putting it on CW at one point.
Oh no,
dog! You already know.
Think about Black Lightning.
Yeah, how corny this shit would have been. But the HBO picked it up, and I was like, I can breathe easy. Oh, that shit would have been bad.
The agent of chaos in me would have loved for it to get picked up by CW. Just to see how bad. Hey, yo, my man. It would have been Lorenz Tate would have been.
Gabrielle Union would have been Marlene.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man, that shit wouldn't have worked. But long story short, because I know Marcus hasn't seen it, but I told him this before we started. Mm-hmm. If you've played the game, you've seen it. Yeah. And I don't mean that in no derogatory way. This is the most beautiful and brilliant fucking show pilot I've ever seen in my life. Really? And I say that above Breaking Bad. When I saw Breaking Bad, I was like, I'm watching this shit until it's done.
Right.
And I can't believe they pulled off what they pulled off in this goddamn pilot.
And to be honest with you, before we go any further, Bella Ramsey. Bella Ramsey is Ellie's name in the
Bella Ramsey. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I saw it on HBO Max, and I didn't turn it on because I didn't want to get mad. Not mad that it wasn't good. Mad that I would only have one to watch.
Right.
So I was like, let me get two in the tuck, and then while I'm opening boxes over the weekend, I could watch both of them. Right. I'm sorry, opening boxes. I'm sorry. I'm moving into my apartment this weekend. So when I mean opening boxes, I mean just like watching, putting shit away, whatever, and checking it. Like and it was hard because when you turn on HBO Max, that's the first thing that pop up.
It's right there.
And I fucking love Pascal. Like, well, I mean, I like Pedro Pascal. He was in. I hated him in Wonder Woman. I'm gonna be real.
That's just because it was a bad movie. Yeah,
bad movie. But him and I know people don't watch it, but in Narcos,
The Mandalorian, like,
oh my god, he fucking kills everything he's in.
I think he's the best working actor in Hollywood right now.
You think so?
I really do.
He kills everything.
Him and like Jeffrey Wright are my guys that I feel like don't get their flowers enough.
Bruh.
When I tell you this motherfucker is Joel, I never thought I'd see this shit in like y'all. Like, let me explain something to y'all. And I told my kids this shit all the time. Everything Marvel is doing, everything shitty that DC is doing, the video game adaptations. I never thought I was gonna see this shit in my lifetime. I was like, ain't no way I'm ever gonna walk around inside of Resident Evil. Like this type of shit that's happening is dope. This show and with that actor, it's ridiculous. Now, if you don't know anything about this property, I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but it's traumatic as fuck, and you gonna feel everything. So I think it's any show that got the word "us" in the title will make you cry. The Last of Us, This Is Us, us. Cause I cried that I spent my money on that bullshit. But yeah, the shit is dope, y'all. Check it. I highly recommend The Last of Us, but you will be mad.
In the basement of a gym eating rats.
The rabbits and shit. You're right. I wish that there was more. When it ended, you gonna be like, I gotta go play the game now because I know the story. Yeah. So
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
They did right.
I need to and I'm also gonna get a PS5 when I get settled in, so I'm gonna run back through that series actually, even though part 3 was long as the Bible.
It really game was.
I thought I was done. That shit started all the way over. I'm like, wait.
Another one.
Like, damn, I gotta play it. Anyway, you get to play as a lesbian at the end.
I can't wait to see who they get to cast her as. It's gonna be like Ronda Rousey or somebody, dog.
Maybe it's gonna have to be somebody like that, or homegirl that was in Star Wars that they kicked off for being a Republican.
Oh yeah, did you see that she won her case?
No.
She got like a wrongful termination suit after that, and quietly, because I ain't see it all over the place, but I think she got like a $15 million or some crazy amount of money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking up her name right now. Do you see the new
Gina Carano or something? Gina Carano.
Gina Carano.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she won that shit.
That's pretty close, man. That's a hard name. Speaking of which, did you see the new Mandalorian trailer?
No.
Yeah, it aired during, I want to say it was like Monday Night Football.
Okay, so yeah, that's probably why I didn't see it. That makes sense. That checks out.
No, and again, Pedro Pascal, Mandalorian.
Like he been cold. So like, it was. You know what I like about him? There's only a few actors in Hollywood that when you watch them, you forget that you're watching Pedro Pascal. Like when I'm watching The Mandalorian, that's Mando. That's Joel. You know. Like, when I go see a Brad Pitt movie, I'm like, look at Brad Pitt. I don't even remember his name in the movies half the time.
Look at Brad Pitt, the stuntman.
Yeah, he's doing Rusty again. That's like the only...
That's it. That's all he is. He's always eating something. And then, I don't know if you ever saw it, but
He's rusty and everything.
I was watching an interview, and I believe somebody asked him about, like, why are you always eating? Like, it seems like every time you're in a movie, like, you're eating something. Is it an oral fixation? Is it like, trying to not smoke or whatever? And he's like, no, because you're on set, 12, 15 hours a day when it's your day to work. And there's not a lot of time to eat. So when I get a chance, I'll be eating on set. And it just happens to, I just put it with my character and I just eat on set.
That makes sense to me. You doing 15 takes eating shrimp cocktail, bitch, make sure they good.
Make sure you keep bringing them, nigga.
Yeah.
Speaking of shrimp cocktail.
Wait, what?
I don't know, man. Speaking of shrimp in Florida, nigga. Flo Rida keeps winning in the dark internationally. He just won a case for, let me make sure I get this right, $82.6 million.
82?
$82.6 million. It was a lawsuit against an energy drink company called Celsius. I've never heard of them, but now they might be broke. So the lawsuit was about claiming the company violated the conditions of an endorsement deal that ran from 2014 to 2018. On Wednesday, the jury also found that the brand had fraudulently, that's a hard word to say when you've been drinking, hidden information from Flo Rida, whose name is Tremar Dillard. Maybe he owns Dillard's too, nigga. He talks about how this was a journey and yada, 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 yada. But that nigga winning.
That nigga won $82.6 million
just for suing somebody for an endorsement deal that was supposed to be for fucking 4 years. What kind of team do you have that can get you $82.6 million from a 4-year deal? Now I want to look up the value of Celsius because I gotta know who this company is.
So I was gonna bring that up while you're looking that up. So Celsius it's a newer energy drink that's supposed to be clean. They all blah blah. I'm starting to see it a whole lot more. Like every time I go in 7-Eleven, more and more. I used to just see all Red Bull and then it turned into all Monster.
Right.
Celsius is starting to become that new product that's there for you to just choose from. Now they made me feel fucking weird. I don't know what's in them. I've only had one, but I didn't think that they were big like that. I've seen them in Target and shit, but I didn't even know he had a deal with them.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Now
I ain't never seen no Celsius commercial.
Me either. But also, like, I think it might be one of those things where you're so big. They might be a foreign company. Like, let's just, oh, damn, they got bread. They're going to be all right.
They going to be all right.
It might be one of those companies that just got big overseas somewhere. Like maybe it got big in Europe or Japan, and then they don't need commercials. We're just going to transition over to America. Like it's kind of like when 5 Hour Energy was trying to come up in America. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's an American company or not, but when they were trying to gain ground in the marketplace, you always saw 5 Hour Energy drinks on like commercials anyway.
Yeah.
Now you don't see them fucking commercials. No commercials.
They just there, and you'd be like, "Oh shit, I could use one of them in the car just in case."
Just in case. I got stacks of them hoes just in the gas station. Come get one. Let me get 20 on 10
and a 5 hour.
Let me get 2 of these just because I gotta go to work later and
I don't trust the 5 Hour Energy Extra Strength because it don't say 6.
6 hours.
Like how's it 5 hours extra strength? And I'm still only up for 5 hours.
I should only need just the regular one.
Right. Like it should be, if it's an extra strength, it should be like, you gonna be fucking up. Like that's all it should say. You gonna be fucking up. Like that's all it should say on the side.
It said woke, nigga.
Woke, nigga. Just a picture of that dude just like this. Just fucking.
That thinking meme with the black dude with the fucking S curl. So it says that Celsius is their net worth as of January 17th is $8.4 billion.
Oh, so they just reached in the couch and was like, pay this flow, nigga.
Nigga, where my socks with the good money?
Yep.
Yeah, give him that.
I heard you was a wild one. Get the fuck out of here. Like, yeah.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous. Hey, congrats, Flo.
Congrats, Flo. I mean,
ain't nothing to do but salute on that shit, dog. Like,
I mean, dog, it's like he and I hate to say it, but you know how we are as people, black people in America, and how we treat hip hop. We wasn't really fucking with that shit. Like that low shit was cute for a little bit, and whatever else he had that people didn't really care about. And then, but he realized, shit, man, over here in Romania,
they love me.
They love this shit. So all he's been doing is getting. It's like Pitbull. Just getting international money. I don't need y'all American money.
Let this shit blow up in Pula. Y'all will never hear from me and Marcus again.
Nigga,
I'm gonna learn a whole language. I can start stones and some illegal opinions with Marcus.
I will have goats in the background of my shit. Nigga, what? There'll be a nigga splitting wood in the far like, for real, like
with a horseshoe, nigga. With just a horseshoe.
Splitting wood with a horseshoe. Just because, hey, that's what we're doing now. We talking about today in Putin news, like nigga. For real, like
live from Ukraine, nigga. Like,
be like that hurricane nigga. That's always we be running all over Europe doing all kind of shit.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Anytime a war break out, we're gonna have our fucking ponchos on and like, oh shit, these niggas is wilding.
He felt like, I know early on I made a sketch about like not liking Flo Rida music, man, and like, hey, when you find your market, fuck the people that don't like you. Like, it's as simple as that.
I mean, who cares? People talking about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And guess what? And Celsius talking now. But
yeah, that's true. They can be out though. Let's see here. Kanye got married.
I saw that. This nigga. This fucking nigga. So
to be loved.
It's you know what, man? You know what? I remember when I saw this, and it's on our list because it's just what's going on. I literally kind of threw my hands up and was just like, man, here he go.
Okay.
And that was the most I thought about it. Like, I know it's one of his Yeezy designers. She probably the one that put that Adidas together. Who knows?
Sure.
And, you know, I saw like, oh yeah, he went and talked to their family before the secret ceremony. And I remember when I saw that, it was almost like they worded it to make it sound like he was doing the noble thing to make sure that it was okay with them. They not gonna turn down all that money. Like, what you? No, they not. What you mean? This millionaire want to marry you, and he want to come over here and ask if it's cool? It's play cousins that ain't got no money over here. Like, if you don't, man, come on now.
This is just a new thought that I was forming while I was listening to you talk. You and I were talking yesterday and today and maybe the day before that about people that can't be alone.
Right.
When was the last time you remember Kanye just being alone?
No, when I think about him, I think about the eras of the women he was with. I go, oh, that's when he was with Amber, and that's when he was with Kim when this album came out. Like, yeah.
But he goes, and he goes, and I'm not trying to psychoanalyze, but I guess it's what we're doing. He goes from woman to woman to woman to woman to woman. Who was Kanye? Who could you attach Kanye to, celebrity woman wise or girlfriend wise, before his mother passed away?
Nobody. I attached him to his music and his passion.
And right after his mother passes away, all you do is see him go from one woman to the next woman to the next woman, to just not even taking any breaks between these. He's just trying to find the next one.
Publicly.
That's
the part. Yeah.
So it's just really, I don't know what the synopsis would be for that, but I just think it's an interesting thought to maybe just think over with between yourselves or your cars or your house or your friends, wherever you're listening from. Yeah. Just like he made a song called Hey Mama, right? He did I'm not going to sing it because we don't have the rights to do that. We don't have the licensing to do that right now. But
Neither does he.
Right after she passes away, it's right from one woman to the next woman to the next woman. There's something to be said in that, and I'm not sure what it is outside of maybe maybe he needs he's looking for, because his mind is so busy and so anxious and so, I guess he said he's bipolar, like all that shit. He needs an anchor. Before, his mother was the anchor that he trusted enough to talk sense into him when he wanted to be wild. And now he's trying to find that solace in somebody else. And for some reason, he's trying to find it in women that don't seem to be. Now, I don't know this new woman that he play married, right? But it doesn't seem like it's in any of the women that he's been with. Like, we could all, I mean, this is no shade to Amber Rose. But I mean, she did get her kid's name tattooed on her forehead for whatever the fuck reason. But before that, I could kind of just see like, yo, she a video chick. We knew that already. She's a video vixen. Put a pin in that for me. Video vixen.
Video vixen.
All right. She's a video vixen. Okay, that's, why are you doing that? That's not whatever. Then it was Kim right after that, I want to say. And who knows? It just, I don't know. I don't want to ramble on about it. I just think it's interesting that
she's a video vixen too, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, honestly, like you're right. Like, I think there is a correlation there. And okay, so we talked about or mentioned The Best Man. And at the beginning of the first episode, this ain't really telling nothing, but you all know Mia died in the movie, that came out. And Lance is drowning himself in pussy to try and get over it at first. And we already knew that's what he was in college. You know what I'm saying? Right. So Mia grounded him. And I know, like, the original Kanye we got when he first came out, he talked a lot about the hoes and all of that. And then he was in this, like, that, like, Slum Village type of era where we got this introspective Kanye. Right. And then we got all these amazing classic albums. His mom passes away, and he's going back to his vice.
Mm-hmm. True.
But the publicly part is the part that I don't get, because we all know these rappers, they gonna get a gaggle of ass. Like, it's part of the fucking thing. But it's like he has to let it be known that he's married to him. Like, I want one. If Kanye was just out here being a hoe, nobody would say shit.
Right.
So it is. I think there is something to it. I don't know exactly where it goes, but you're right. There's something to that.
It's odd. That's all. Back to the video vixen thing. This is a topic for nothing. I was listening, and we usually don't do this, and I didn't plan on doing this, but I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and they were talking about Andrew Tate, and they had Melissa Ford on. I don't know if she's a staple or she's gonna stay or not. I don't know, but they talking about Andrew Tate, and she said something to me that I just thought was interesting. I thought was really like just narrow and blind. When she says, "Well, we just keep giving people these platforms to talk that haven't shown that they should be able to talk and have these megaphones, because it's really dangerous." You're giving people that go viral, people that are going viral, are just getting these platforms to talk on and to get their stuff off. And I think it should be vetted better or something like that. Like, or they don't really belong in this space, is what she was trying to get to. And I usually don't do this, but I was talking to myself like, who the fuck do you think you are? You're fucking Melissa Ford. Cover of, if you weren't beautiful, we wouldn't know who the fuck you are.
Wouldn't give a shit.
If you, and then I just, the Amber Rose thing kind of brought it back to my mind. I ain't write this shit down, but you were a video chick that fuck with rappers. You would, like, back then, going viral was being on the cover of XXL.
Yeah, it meant
The
something.
the fucking bikini edition shit, not the shit where we talked about music.
It meant more. I've gone viral. Don't nobody know what the fuck I am. Like it's, you know what I'm saying.
It's
But she fine.
You're
So
you're only good looking, and you have the fucking audacity. And I'm
yeah,
just to have the audacity to just be like you so far and away from like you're so detached from who you actually are and who you think you are. You're only on this fucking podcast because you're gorgeous and people liked you in music videos back then. Like you was a video vixen. Now, bad as fuck. Please believe. I mean, I ain't seen her lately, but
yeah, she was Jessica Rabbit back then, though. It
yes,
was undeniable.
Jessica Rabbit. But who are you to today say, oh well, this dude over here is people going viral shouldn't have the success and they don't deserve to be in the space to say and do, and you're only there because of that.
That's why I forgot who I am, and she could have shut the fuck up, straight up, because that is not your space to say that.
Bro, I'm like, yo, do you realize these motherfuckers wouldn't even be fucking talking to you?
At all. At all.
If you weren't bad and on the fucking cover of all these fucking things.
And they're about to use your likeness to sell this episode that you're on. So, like, don't delude yourself and forget what got you in the building.
Bro, I couldn't fucking believe I was, and I usually don't get this passionate about shit out here on podcasts. Usually I just listen and it's all just content, people just talking or whatever. That's cool. But the fact that she like felt so fucking high and mighty about the shit.
Yeah, that's the part. It's the audacity.
You're only fucking here because of one thing. You went viral back in the fucking swimsuit video vixen days.
And it's funny because it's like what the thing that got you on isn't even something that you did on purpose. You just happened to be pretty, you know. And
it happened to be bad.
And that happens, you know. And don't get us wrong. We're not saying there's anything wrong with any of that. We have a problem with her saying that other people shouldn't be allowed to talk because they don't look like her, basically.
It's not even that. It's the fact that now that she's famous.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's forgotten that that's why she got there.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a shit. But you happen to be cute.
Nobody's asking you to come talk in nobody's fucking college. To give you no fucking, hey, here's an honorary PhD for bad bitches. You don't know. No. You're nobody's asking you to come and, hey, you know what? Here's a good role model. Melissa Ford.
Haven't seen that one.
Ever. There's no fucking, hey, you know what? I started off being a video vixen, but now I'm a real estate bitch. Here's my class. No, you're still living off of you just being fine.
You was killing me just now with the real estate shoulders. Come to my the real estate shoulders, nigga. Oh shit. Yeah, I can trust him. Look at his shoulders.
Look at his shoulders. He got him back and his neck is straight. Like I just don't. It just rubbed me the wrong way. And if you ever hear this, Melissa Ford, I mean, I'm sure maybe you will, maybe you won't. I don't care. I just didn't like that shit. Like I would fucking if and when this shit go crazy, this podcast, I would never tell a new podcaster, regardless of wherever the fuck they talking about, to stop doing it. And you don't deserve to do that shit. You don't deserve to be in that space.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not it.
If them fresh and fit niggas, do I agree with they shit? No, they talk a bunch of shit that I mean, let me back up. Let me preface this by saying I don't listen to that podcast. I've seen clips of the podcast on Instagram.
Got you.
Right? But I don't listen. But even they clips, I'd be like, yo, why are you talking to them like that? Why do you have that mentality? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, is this all cap? Is this all bullshit? Are you guys being fucking, Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Ric Flair and shit, and you just wooing all over the fucking to make people gravitate towards the feeling they have towards your podcast, the anger, whatever the fuck. But I wouldn't tell them you shouldn't be allowed to do this. I wouldn't. That's just not. Like, they've done more work than Melissa Ford has done.
A whole lot more. And it, yeah.
To be successful, and like I said, I don't know their numbers. I don't know. I just know that they should be on IG and they be running up. To be 2 or 3 or 5 or however many niggas there are in that room. I don't know. But that's a lot of work for some dudes to be speaking into a microphone and garner an audience.
Yes.
That comes back. Kevin Samuels, God rest the dead. That's a lot of 5 years he did that shit and nobody gave a fuck. It takes a lot of fucking work to do that shit. Guess what? As a dude, you can't just be fucking pretty and get on one of the biggest podcasts in the world because you used to fuck this nigga. Which is a fact. Anyway, I'm done. Man.
Big facts. Biggest of facts. You got anything else?
Nah.
For this one?
No.
Look, now you got your shit off. You're right. I agree. Hey, y'all. That's 144. Illegal Opinions Podcast, baby. We ain't went nowhere. I wrote this down as a final note. I know I've been telling y'all, make sure you understand the assignment. If you're out there and you're talking to a veteran, okay, and I am demilitarizing as we speak, and it is not an easy thing to do. One of the things I keep hearing from vets is they say, "Oh, I'm okay." Mm-hmm. I know I just said that a lot. I'll hit Marcus up. How you doing? I'm straight, dog. Give it a minute. Next time you talk to a vet and ask them if they're okay. And after they say I'm okay, be like, yeah, and just wait. And watch them start unloading shit on you. But I want y'all to understand where that comes from. For me, anyway. When you're in the military, and I'm not talking about just being on the firing line, like on some dramatic shit, but you go into basic, and you're taught that you depend on the man to your left and right.
Yeah.
And you need to be okay for them.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be okay for you. Because if one of us is not okay, everybody's not going to be okay. And that means mission failure. That means somebody's not going home. So I've noticed that everybody that's a little bit older in the military, they'll go, I mean, I'm good, man. I'm doing, And what they do is they skip all of that shit that the military put in your brain. Because that man is doing, or that woman or whatever is doing 10 different jobs all day.
Right.
They're doing a mechanical job. They're doing a political job. They're working on EPRs and being a writer in a weird format. Like, they got to run. It's a lot of stress. They're not okay, but just let them talk to you. Don't stop at that okay and go, whew, cool, I'm out. They need to talk. And if you can't get them therapy, just try and let them vent for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
That's it. But yeah, y'all, I will be letting y'all know when I'm back in LA. The tickets for the Kim Whitley show coming up next Friday. I believe it's the 27th, if I'm remembering that date correctly. Yes, it's the 27th. I will be putting that link up on all my social medias. Y'all keep sharing the special. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. And I'll see y'all back in LA and on the road. Marcus, take us out.
All right. Just like you said, go support that man. I know y'all around. If y'all in LA, you got the time to go and fuck with him. He will, of course, entertain you, but then also kick it with you. So whatever part you decide is the best part. Oh, you're not gonna kick it with him? Never mind. Anyway.
I'm not promising to hang out with any of you niggas.
No. Whatever, man. Thank you guys for listening to Illegal Opinions, the podcast for people that don't like podcasts. Come at you every goddamn Sunday on your favorite streaming services. So please tune in. Go tell a friend to tell a friend. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Let's see.
What else?
We'll do, hold on a second, man. Calm down. We'll do Valentine's Day next week.
Yeah.
Nigga, you gonna interrupt my shit? I ain't interrupt your shit.
My fault, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Do it again. Do it again.
Don't go see that nigga. Don't go see that nigga. Here's the music.
He gonna shit on all my promotion.
Shut up, nigga. How about this? How about that? Nigga, shut up. Loud, too. Loud music.
Don't piss off the engineer, y'all.
Nigga, shut up, nigga. Louder music.
Come see me.
No.
At the chateau.
No, fuck that. That nigga gonna be at Roscoe.
It's gonna be at the chateau.
Come on. You that nigga. Budapest is not doing comedy no more. Only in parking lots.